and it's going to be between Underoath and ATX SaSSy. SaSSy, again, one of the best players that Austin has. Big shout-outs to a whole bunch of folks, a carpool full of Austinites for making the drive up here for Shockwave. I just realized that Austin actually has been present in both of the biggest Shockwaves. The one with hockey.
Oh, yeah.
I think that one was like 130 folks as well.
So this is actually a matchup that a lot of Rob players said that they don't like.
Really?
Which I could understand for two different reasons. One, if you try and just camp against Cloud, then he can just also camp and charge limit. And Cloud with a limit charge is a very, very scary character. Even now, after like the finishing touch has been nerfed a little bit. Still very, very strong. And also, Cloud actually doesn't have too hard of a time getting in on Rob because he has that move like the down tilt where he can slide in and low profile a lot of stuff. He's very, very fast in general. And like he has a lot of range as well. And whenever he does actually get Rob off the ground, he's one of the characters that can most certainly pressure him from below. Like that up air will cut through most characters' stuff that they're doing from above you, especially a character like Rob, who doesn't really have a down air he can be used to fall onto the ground.
I think I just really enjoy the style that we're seeing from Underoath. From SaSSy. The tags are actually switched up from SaSSy at this point because, Gio, our neighborhood-friendly Rob main is definitely more on the patient, more projectile, zoning-oriented style of Rob. But SaSSy, he mixes up those projectiles as ways for him to actually close the distance and get up close and personal. And that's honestly where he's finding a lot of leeway, I think, in this matchup. He's doing a good job of closing the distance, but right there, closed up and got close enough to get cut up by Underoath's cross slash. That limit break, so strong, but that stage spike even stronger.
Yeah, the limit break side B actually did get a little bit of knockback growth reduction in this latest patch, but as you can see right there, still a very, very powerful move. Still something you can be expecting to kill. Even heavy characters like Rob at very reasonable percents.
So SaSSy getting the first game, and that makes a lot of sense. Again, his Rob is definitely not, I think, on the patient sort of style. It's about closing the distance for him more than anything else. But in this matchup, I would love to see a little bit of that patience. We're seeing Underoath switching things up to Ike, and Ike is one of those characters who needs to get up close, who needs to get personal. So why not make the most of Rob's great tools when it comes to the zoning aspect of the character? And why not get all of that free damage, and then when your opponent is closing the distance on you, go ahead and continue punishing them like you were previously.
Yeah, traditionally in this matchup, that is what you would want to do, since Ike does not have all the tools to like get deep into opponent's space like Cloud does. He's got a lot of tools to actually put on damage once he's there, but doesn't have the down tilt. His run speed not particularly impressive.
Game 2. And Oath deciding to go with a counter pick here of Dreamland. Any ideas on what his thought process was with this stage? Because it looks like it could probably favor Rob as well.
A little bit off space with that up B. Yeah, I think it might just be a personal preference kind of thing. I don't think there will be any huge benefit that Ike has on this stage. You probably wouldn't want like Battlefield or a smaller one, because then Rob would be Ike off stage, which is not a good place for Ike to be at. But yeah, this stage, he does have the platforms to kind of pressure from below a little bit easier. So not any huge advantages, but not any like particular disadvantages either, I think.
Either way, Oath, even with the counter pick, is down by quite a bit, but that little bit of a weight that he had on that F smash, the decision, I think, helped him gain a little bit of momentum, a bit of footing as well, and he might be getting the stock here. So close, I thought that would have been it, but SaSSy able to hang in there, hoping to take this stock without losing this one either.
Yeah, kind of Underoath losing a little bit of momentum now, which is really, really bad. He does need to be sealing this stock out very, very soon if he does want to make this turnaround. That forward air will definitely be able to beat out the Rob neutral air. That is one thing that Ike and Cloud definitely do have, in similar. Their ability, since their hitboxes are so large in the air, they definitely are capable of beating out Rob's attacks.
Right.
Okay, very nice patience.
And wow, the dunk actually not getting the spike hitbox there. Underoath living to tell another tale. And here's where things get scary. He has 141%, which is near max rage. If he can get another great F smash read, he can maybe end things. But SaSSy, he may be up close and personal at times, but you're right. The patience that he's exhibiting is allowing him to really play around a lot of things Underoath is going for in neutral. And that tombstone is going to be taking him off the top and is going to be taking the set. SaSSy 2-0 over Underoath. Again, one of our favorites for top 8 tonight.
It is very interesting watching him play, having watched Gyo so much, because they have like kind of the same backbone to the game plan, which is use the neutral B, the
top.
neutral B and the top more so to just harass opponents from mid range. But whereas for a lot of the times Gyo is using that, like we said, to zone people and actually like set up long range, like long. Overtime patience, and then eventually like going in for grabs afterwards once he's got opponents like really pressured in, once they're like frustrated at trying to get out on him. Whereas SaSSy was definitely using it, like you said, to pressure people actively, to try and push into their space, to try and push them into the corner, and then be attacking them with forward air and other various things, pushing them off stage.
Just great play, great play. The sound box has been